Monona Community Media brings you Silver Eagle basketball from Monona Grove High School on a cold and icy night. I'm Steve Martinelli alongside a special visiting announcer, David Timmerman, former referee, former co-worker of mine, and a guy known for wearing purple all the time, and you didn't let me down tonight.
Just an all-around good guy.
Yeah, you certainly are. David, how many years did you referee?
I refereed about 11 years.
Do you miss it much?
Yes and no. It was hard on the 50-year-old body, those 10 years.
I suppose.
But being around the kids and being part of the game still was always exciting.
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy yourself tonight as we get to see two of the best players in the state, between Sydney Hilliard of Monroe, who's already committed to UW-Madison, and our very own McKenna Warnock, who's going to Iowa next year. Warnock, the third leading scorer in the state, fifth in rebounds in the state. Would not surprise me if either one of these girls was named Miss Basketball. Have you seen either one of them play before?
No, this is actually my first game this year, so I'm super excited.
Oh, this will be a treat for you because these are really two outstanding players. Warnock, a 6'2" post player. Actually, she plays all five positions pretty well. They'll let her bring it up from time to time. Hilliard is mostly a point guard. She's not quite as tall. Warnock is listed at 6'2", and Hilliard's 5'9". But, man, you could give me those two and three people off the street, and I could beat anybody you got.
I would agree with that. And they seem to be well-rounded players as well. They lead their teams in multiple categories.
Oh, definitely. And this is a significant game. Monroe stumbled earlier in the season. They've come back, though. They're tied for second place with Stoughton with a 7-3 record. Silver Eagles 9-1 in conference, 16-1 overall. The one blemish against Stoughton, but we made up for that and thrashed them a couple weeks ago. The thing that I was concerned about, and I checked it out this afternoon, was to make sure that we don't get to see Beaver Dam until we make the state tournament.
I heard they're a tough team this year.
Oh, my goodness. Three D1 recruits on that team. And they're 18-1, and that one loss was to another nationally ranked team.
Right.
Speaking of rankings, MG is ranked number 2 in the state, right behind Beaver Dam, and Monroe's ranked number 10. They started off opposite this season and crisscrossed as the seasons wore on, but these are two really, really good coached teams, right, as evidenced by all the media that's here tonight. Channel 3 is here, Big Ten 70 is here, and of course we're here. We're always here for home games.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is the weather's keeping a lot of fans away from a great game that's about to take place.
They're at home watching this on YouTube.
That's true.
Listening
Good
to us.
point.
We've got an audience of dozens.
50,000.
We'll check at some point. Justin, let me know if you get a good number how many people are watching.
Yeah.
7? 7 people,
well,
David.
Thank you to those 7.
That's right. And probably wouldn't have half of those if I hadn't sent out something on Facebook earlier today.
Yeah. Seeing two players of this quality on the same court at the same time is very unique. And I think sometimes we sort of forget how hard it is to be that good all the time.
That's right. That's one thing I've heard. I don't know about Hilliard, but I've heard that about Warnock, is nobody works harder in practice than she does. And it's shown. I mean, for 4 years, she's been their go-to player. Her freshman year, they had a couple of honorable mention All-State players in Kelsey Stinson and Autumn Ogden. And so she didn't have to be the person every night,
right,
but she still was the person. She averaged almost 20 points a game as a freshman, and it's gone up ever since then. And now she's averaging 30 points a game. She leads the team in every significant category. It's just staggering that a kid can be that good and that dominating all 4 years.
Right, and it usually carries over to the classroom as well. So often these players are exceptional students.
Well, she's going to Iowa, which is somewhat questionable, but
well, yes, that is true.
All right, we're just about ready with the national anthem. Originally, we were to have the pep band here tonight, and it was going to be big senior night presentations and all, because they're put some of that on hold because of the weather conditions. So we'll get probably a recording of the national anthem, or maybe the referees down there will sing it for us.
Let's hope not. They never asked me to anyway.
Did you ever get nervous during the national anthem? You start to feel jitters when you were reffing?
I always did before every game.
Okay, first, the Cheesemakers of Monroe. Coached by Sam Matheson, former Monona Grove girls coach. Number 4, 6-foot sophomore Megan Benshovel. Number 14, 5'10" junior Grace Matheson, the coach's daughter. Number 24, 5'9" senior Emily Benshovel. 6-foot senior Sydney Hilliard. Number 30, she's the one to watch. Hilliard averaging just under 20 points a game. 6-foot junior, number 32, Grace Tostrud. Tostrud, a multi-sport player. She's also a talented first baseman. See, I do my research.
I see that.
I put some work into this. All right, for the Silver Eagles, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Senior night, so we're going to have something on each of the seniors as they come out. This is a pretty good senior class they've got. Pretty talented bunch, even besides Warnock.
So there's the future's looking bright then.
Oh, very much so.
Good.
Tyler Keel in his 3rd year coaching the Silver Eagles. Number 1, 5'6" senior Darian Johnson. Johnson's a fantastic defensive player. 5'8" senior, number 5, Payton Blank. Payton, a 3-year starter on varsity. Number 14, 6'2" senior, you've heard of her, McKenna Warnock. 5'10" senior, Kaylee Kellogg, number 20. Number 22, 5'10" senior, one of my favorite players because of the way she hustles, Julia Bruns. You never saw a kid get in and scrap for rebounds like she does. Silver Eagles are matched up well against Monroe. Not many teams can match Silver Eagles' height, but Monroe's got a pretty tall bunch. And they've changed their jerseys. You've got numbers you can read. Wow, how about that? The JV was out here. They have red numbers with a thin white outline against a red background.
You must have the old varsity uniform.
These are much better. And kudos to the Monroe Cheesemakers for changing them. All my complaining has finally paid off.
Anything to make our job easier.
That's right. Oh, it's awful. Football jerseys were the same way. And, in football, you're looking at something 40, 50 yards away trying to read a number.
Right.
No, thank you. All right. Benshovel, the younger Benshovel will jump center against Warnock. And Kellogg will control the tip for the Silver Eagles. She'll hand it off to Blank, and Payton will bring it up for MG. First possession of the game, just underway. Johnson take it to the top of the key. Dumps it over to Kellogg. Tries a runner in the lane, draws foul, will get 2 shots.
That was a good take to the basket.
First foul called on Tostrud. Kaylee makes her first one. She's shooting 75% on the season. Second one coming up. Can't get that to drop. Rebound by the Cheesemakers.
Well, there's your hustle. I saw it right there.
Yeah, they
out
really
of 22.
Moved. And they get a foul underneath. I think this is going against Blank. It'll send Benshovel to the line. Megan Benshovel. Oh, Bruns called. Yep. Benshovel ties it up with her first free throw, 1-1. Grace Matheson and Hilliard will swap positions. And the Cheesemakers take the early 2-0 lead. Now they'll let Warnock bring it up.
Yeah, a little pressure here right away.
Nice pass over to Johnson on the left side. Swing it up to the top. Lang a handoff to Warnock would try the three way short on that one. Hilliard lost the rebound but then picked it up. Hilliard coming in, working again, spin move.
Yep.
Nothing there. They had her double teamed right away. 3-point attempt. And with Grace Tostrud.
Good solid defense underneath, but a good 3-point shot there.
5-1 Monroe with the early lead. 16:50 to play in the first half. Kellogg for three. Kaylee Kellogg. Kaylee's sometimes a little hesitant to shoot that one, so surprised to see her. She's got all 4 of MG's points.
Well, that was a nice drive to the hoop and then kick out for that open three. Well played.
Right corner. They swing it up to the high right side. Tostrud is swinging around over to Hilliard. Now they go inside to Tostrud. She tries to back in against Johnson.
Look at that defense. Very, very solid defense. But, yep. They're hitting their shots. 32. Yep.
Grace Tostrud again. 6 points for her. Now this is Blank with the ball. Give it off to Kellogg. Johnson to Bruns on the left corner. She'll take the three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Hilliard. Emily Benshovel inside. To Megan. Nope. Rebound Warnock. Who else? Warnock trying to drive now. She'll give it off to Blank. Sets a nice pick.
Nice drive.
Blank drives into the lane and dumps it in for 2. They run that one over and over again.
Good solid pick. That's sort of a lost art in basketball these days.
They swing it into the right corner. 3 ball. Error. Payton Blank with the rebound. Silver Eagles on the run. Blank will pull back now and let everybody catch up. Give it to Kellogg between the circles. Looking inside for Warnock, and she is fouled over the back. I believe this is going to go against Emily Benshovel. Yes, it is. Second team foul.
Even with 3 defenders around her.
Yeah, she was circled. And
But what I really like is when they're dribbling, the heads are always up, looking for that open player.
We got Peyton Nelson and Shauna Curran into the game.
Nice.
Warnock, nice pass to Curran along the baseline, but she'll have to dribble out from the baseline. This is Johnson now. Trying to find a way inside. Peyton Nelson. Kick it back to Johnson. Swinging over to Blank on the left, and she'll dribble up between the circles.
Great patience.
Now they're looking into the paint to Curran. Out to Warnock, high right side. Now they go inside to Curran, kick it back out. Peyton, 3 ball for Johnson. Darian Johnson.
You know, that's basketball at its best right there. Patient, looking for the open player.
They just swung that ball around and hit the right girl at the right time.
Yep.
That was nice. All right, it's a 9-8 Silver Eagle lead for the first time. Into the lane. This is Emily Benshovel, I believe. Yep. Drawing the foul, will go to the line. Warnock called for her first foul. Benshovel to the line for the first time. Drops her first one in.
Tell you what, I feel jealous of these 3 refs. These are really, really great games to officiate.
Oh, I imagine.
The level of play is so high, and you can see the fouls.
Yeah, I suppose late in the season like this, the teams are really playing well, especially 2 good teams like this. And makes it just a pleasure.
When somebody falls down, there's a reason they fell down. So it just makes it much easier to officiate.
Benshovel hits both her free throws and regains the lead for Monroe, 10-9. Warnock walking it up for the Silver Eagles. Picked up by Hilliard. Peyton Nelson, a little drive. No, she'll step back and give it to Blank. Darian Johnson, try a 3 again. Ooh, off the rim, rebound. 32, that's Grace Tostrud. Drive into the lane, draws a foul. Hilliard will go to the line and shoot 2. Peyton Blank call for first. Hilliard misses. That might have been one of her first shots, that drive into the lane. She has no points so far. Averages just a shade under 20.
Yeah, she was determined to get to the hoop on that one.
It amazes me how strong some of these players like Hilliard and McKenna Warnock are, driving the lane like that with girls hanging on them. They still manage to get a shot off. Well, nice move by Payton Nelson. Can't get it. That was a quick first step, wasn't it?
Just a little bit long on the finish off the board.
Right in front of the MG bench. Ben Shovel. We'll swing it to number. That's Tostrud. No. Tipped. Tostrud gets the rebound. Or it's Emily Ben Shovel. Now the ball's on the floor. Possession arrow goes to the Cheesemakers.
Yep. Good hustle. Had 4 players on the floor there.
Yeah, these teams are filled with players not afraid to scrap. We got Jenny Gorton coming in. Gorton, a good three-point shooter. She's one of the first players off the bench, but second on the team in scoring, almost 9 a game. Ooh, through the hands of
42.
That's Chloe Bunker, but regained by the Cheesemakers. Hilliard for 3, no. Rebound Warnock.
Boy, her head's up. She's always looking for an open player, no matter where she is on the court.
This is Gordon.
Good ball handler.
Yeah, she had some injuries last year and her play was limited, but Johnson tries to draw the foul driving into the lane and couldn't get it to go. Turns it over to the Cheesemakers. It's Emily Ben Shovel. Looking down
Good
low.
catch.
Hilliard for 2.
Yep, that was a nice move. Spun right to the basket, made for an easy shot.
And she went straight up to a lot of girls lean in, and Warnock feasts on those.
Another
Payton,
solid move.
That's that same move by the same player.
It was identical. She'll get it.
She's just a sophomore. She's going to be one of their stars next year, though.
Yeah, she's quick. She's got a quick first step.
Ben Shovel for 2.
Nice move. Good step through.
Emily Ben Shovel with 4 points for the Cheesemakers, and they lead at 15-9. I don't know, 6 or 7 point run here. Payton Nelson again with the ball, top of the key. Almost taken away by Emily Ben Shovel.
That was probably one of the longest passes I've seen. Often I'd want that receiving player to come towards the ball.
Sure.
To shorten up that pass.
11:41 to play in the first half. A 15-9 Monroe lead. Silver Eagles inbounding it. Payton Nelson working against 14, Grace Matheson.
Nice screen.
Kicks it back to Gordon. Warnock for 3. Gets it. Boy, that was a friendly bounce off the backboard.
That's a home court bounce right there.
Yep, that's her first points of the game. 15-12, Monroe on top, and they have the ball. They swing it down to the right corner. Grace Matheson, give it back to Hilliard. Into the left corner. Now I got it backwards. That's the right corner. Back out to Hilliard up top. She'll drive into the lane. Dump it down low, and it goes out of bounds. Nope. Recovered by the Silver Eagles. Quickly ahead to Gorton.
Excellent. A lot of players right there would have tried to catch that ball. She let it hit the floor, come back up to her.
Yep.
Great play.
That wasn't Gordon. That was J.D. Christensen. She hasn't got that many baskets in the game. I haven't gotten used to seeing her on the floor much.
I'm really impressed with Monona Grove's defense. They are just help everywhere, and they're quick to the ball. It's always a hand up.
Updike missing off the front of the rim. Silver Eagles on the transition. Curran runs into trouble, has it taken away. Hilliard will bring it up for the Cheesemakers. Give it to Grace Matheson.
So we got a little 1-3-1 defense going here.
Hilliard, yeah, they unveiled that last week for the first time I had seen it. Hilliard driving the lane, puts it up and in, and draws the foul.
Didn't see a whole lot there on that, but she made a nice move to the basket and got the and one. Not that I ever criticize officials.
No, they're never wrong in your eyes, right? Hey, you had boys that played basketball. I'm sure you yelled at the refs once or twice.
Oh, maybe.
Silver Eagles decide to only keep 5 on the floor for this possession. Hilliard to the line where she's 1 out of 2, an 87% free throw shooter. Perfect there.
Yep.
18.
I bet there's been hours in the gym shooting free throw after free throw.
Silver Eagles had a club over the summer called Make 5,000.
That sounds good.
They worked on them a lot. That used to be a weakness, and this team is pretty good. As a team, they're shooting 75%. They look down low. Warnock, and she draws the foul.
Oh, so the Monroe fans aren't really happy with that, but she created that foul.
Oh,
she
yeah.
made the ref make a decision and call the foul. That was an excellent play.
And Hilliard picks up her first foul. That's important.
I'm also impressed with Monona Grove's patience. When they're bringing up against the press, they're very patient with the ball.
I missed it. Did she make that one?
She did.
Oh, I should assume, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they are patient. They pass the ball well.
That's a sign of a well-coached team.
McKenna makes them both. She has 5 points, and it's an 18-16 Monroe lead. 9:45 to play in the first half.
Nice
Hilliard getting
help
it into
right
Megan
there.
Benchovel. See how they double down
That
on
was a
her?
very, very good help.
And now they're in a man-to-man, but they collapse on the ball
Yep.
pretty quickly. Now we get a travel.
Caught her on hop. She got the ball and hopped once and then tried to start her move. And again, that's that pressure defense. They're always there when the ball gets there.
See, now they've moved Warnock out to guard position. Excuse me.
It's that play Iowa where she's going to school.
Mm-hmm. Is this Peyton Nelson? No, that's Blank. Excuse me.
Nice move.
That's
Again,
the left-hand
called
shot.
a
and called for
travel.
travel. I didn't see the travel, but and you're not saying anything.
Yeah, she had that step through, but every once in a while we anticipate what might happen.
They swing it up top to Emma Town. Tostrad back to Megan Benchovel at the top. No, this is Emily Benchovel.
So
There's Megan.
Yep.
Emily for 2. That was a nice move.
That was a very nice move. Left-hander, which is something that we'll probably see that shot again before this game's over.
Warnock top of the key. Picked up by Megan Benchovel. Over to Gordon. Julia Bruns. Bruns has got a couple of 3 attempts already. Now Kellogg goes try a move, step back.
There it
Now
is.
they loop it in. Look at how they collapse on Warnock. She's still got the shot off. Little fall away.
Yep, she just, what is it? There's 8:24 left in the first half, and she's a special player.
She's got 7 points already.
Just the way she moves and handles the ball, she's
20
a
to
special
18.
player. Tough shot.
3 ball.
I think
Emma
Monroe's
Town.
going to have to keep hitting the 3 in order to stay in this game.
Well, they're a pretty decent shooting team from 3 points. Both teams hitting 29%.
Another excellent move.
Jenny Gordon with her first 2 points. Megan Benchovel into the lane, a little right-hand hook. Megan's got 4 points, 25-20. Silver Eagles score a basket, and Monroe comes right back to answer now. Warnock will stop, free throw line jumper, partially blocked. That doesn't happen to her much. Megan Benchovel got a piece of that. Ended up on her butt for it, but Emily
That's
didn't know
very
what to-
close to travel.
Ooh, almost lost that one.
They really want to get that ball inside.
They bring it in now.
Nice help.
Little kick there. I think Blank got a hand on that. This is Gordon. Back to Blank. Swinging up top to McKenna Warnock. I like how they're rotating who's covering Warnock. You see, like
Well,
every
that's
other
a-
possession. Now we got a timeout call by the Silver Eagle coach, Tyler Keel. 7:04 to play, a 25-20 Monroe lead.
Right before that play happened, Four from Monroe put a little forearm into one of the Monona Grove players. I hate to see that happen.
Yeah,
When it does, that they catch it right away and put a stop to it.
when I heard the whistle, I almost thought it was a foul.
Yes, I agree.
So I got to ask you one of the secrets of referees. Where do they buy their striped shirts?
Well, we always made the coaches buy them. If they wanted good calls, they bought us stuff.
Right,
shirts.
right.
No,
Is there like a referee
There
supply
is.
where you get your own whistle? And
You'd be amazed what's out there.
I suppose. Do you have a closet full of striped shirts?
I sold it all.
You got rid of them all,
Yeah,
huh?
I wanted to make sure I never wanted to go back.
That would be one way of doing it, yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if you've got one in there, it's like, I could come out and
I could
fill
do a
in
game.
here and there.
That's right.
Yeah, that's funny.
I did say if I could only do tournament games, I'd come back. They didn't like that idea.
No, I suppose not. This is Curran coming in from left side.
Here you go, good hustle. Get down.
Payton Blank had a grip on that ball, but they're going to call a jump ball or held ball. I go back to the old days when they actually used to have a jump ball after each possession.
You're
like
showing
that.
both of our ages now, Steve.
It's not like they did it after every basket, though. That's more my grandpa's era. But
I can safely say that I never won a jump ball.
really,
Yeah, hard to believe.
Kellogg air ball there. Silver Eagles have gone cold down here. They started off pretty well, but Monroe is controlling the tempo of the game so far. Silver Eagles playing from behind. This is Emily Benchovel. Guarded.
Dead ball.
Now they go in baseline move. Basket. That was Hilliard again.
That was a good find by her.
Hilliard with 8 points. Now Payton Blank will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. Trailing by 7. Shauna Curran, a handoff to Johnson. Johnson to Kellogg. She'll try a 3. No. Rebound. Who was it? Benchovel. Emily Benchovel.
I was just going to say McKenna was taking a little rest, probably one of her few.
Yeah, she doesn't take too much time off in a game.
And she's already on the getting ready to come back in.
Missed by Hilliard. Yeah, she'll play about 17 minutes of an 18-minute half. Johnson kick it out to Curran for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound Hilliard. They pushed the tempo, threw it past her though, and picked up by Blank. Payton will run it back the other way.
Boy, she is quick.
She has 2 brothers who are outstanding football, baseball, and basketball players.
Wow.
Very, very talented, athletic family. She's a all-conference shortstop.
That was my position.
Oh, really?
Not for obvious reasons.
I was going to avoid the jab, but
it's actually good to see multi-sport athletes.
yeah, I would agree with you.
In the era of the AAU, everything for all different sports, it's great to see.
Curran coming in from left baseline, gets it to drop.
She had a good fake on that. Got her defender in the air and right to the hoop she went.
Curran's gotten more confident as the season has gone on, and that's half the battle is to get these kids to try some of these shots or moves. Hilliard, I like the one-hand pass. She looks like a strong player, doesn't she?
Yes.
Little scoop there by 32. Grace Tostred missed.
Look at that.
Silver Eagles
Outlet.
on, knocked out of bounds. Peyton Nelson was open, but they couldn't get the ball to her.
Yep. Good idea, just a little bit short. Back to your comment about them trying those shots, that goes back to the coaches and give them the confidence not to pull them out every time they miss or take a bad shot.
Johnson in the lane, kick it out to Curran. She'll take that 3 again. There we go. Shot at her.
Down from the rafters on that. She had some good arc on that shot.
Well, she threw up a 3 a little while ago that was way up there, too. Now she's got some confidence. 5 points here in the first half. 27-25. The Silver Eagles on a run. From the free throw line, no. Rebound Peyton Nelson. Oh, Warnock, I'm sorry. Warnock
Nice
into the
drive.
lane. Can't get it to drop, though. Rebound Cheese. They come back in a hurry to the other side. Town. In and out. Rebound Hilliard. And Hilliard draws a foul right away.
Be interested to see who this is called on.
Yeah, I did. Darian Johnson, her first.
Yeah, because you had a held ball between McKenna and Hilliard, so.
So Darian decided to free it up a little.
Mm-hmm.
We got subs coming in. Gorton and Bruns for MG. A bunch of girls wearing red for Monroe. We don't have a lot of viewers in Monroe, I reckon.
Right.
Of course, with
Maybe
YouTube,
we will.
With YouTube, yeah, we might. We might be up to 9 viewers by now. Hilliard makes them both. She's 4 out of 5. And it's a 29-25 Monroe lead. 3:50 to play in the half. Payton Nilsson bringing it up. Imagine we're going to see a lot of her bringing the ball up next year. Into the corner to Bruns.
Good defense. I see that Hilliard on McKenna now. So the 2 players against each other.
Johnson in the lane, dump it back to Bruns. She'll take the 3.
Nope.
Call for a travel. Shuffled her feet just a little too much.
Yep, she had a little hop there. About 4 or 5 years ago, that was a point of emphasis. When they catch the ball, make sure they're not hopping before they shoot.
Now Hilliard will bring it up for Monroe. 3:25 to play. And a 4-point Monroe lead. Into the corner to Ben Shovel, Tostrud, or Matheson, I mean. And they swing it out to Hilliard. Into the lane, dumps it back to Ben Shovel, back to Hilliard. Covered by Bruns. They move the ball really well too, don't they?
They do. But I tell you what, Bruns just shows up everywhere.
Yeah, you see why I like her?
Yeah,
she's a hustler.
She is a hustler. You know what? That's good defense there. That was an excellent move by number 4 from Monroe.
Yeah, Ben Shovel made a nice move, but that girl was right on her.
Yep.
Now Warnock will bring it up for MG. Guarded by Hilliard. Lost her in the switch into the lane. Left-hander.
Oh.
Nope. Rebound. Grace Tostrud. Hilliard driving in the lane.
Wow.
Left-hand layup. No. Rebound. Warnock.
Excellent
She's
move.
on the run. Stop. Give it to Gordon in the right corner. She'll give it back to her. No, I kept waiting. There it is.
Oh, nice fake. Nice fake. Good call. Got her on the head as she started her drive.
Grace Matheson, the coach's daughter, called for her first. Remember when Grace was a baby, she used to come to games and her mom would watch her. He's got a daughter, Sydney, who's was a student manager for UW until they needed her to suit up and fill out the bench.
Oh, there you go. That's
Sydney was a good player too. Gorton will take the 3. No.
follow your shot. It's one thing I always yell, follow your shot.
Are you really supposed to do coaching when you're reffing a game?
Well, I just did it to my sons. Which one of them 6'5", by the way, so.
Emily Benshovel getting the putback.
A little taller than his father.
A little bit. Is your wife tall?
No. My uncles are.
Warnock trying to back in from 15 feet out. Gorton tripped up, no whistle. Bruns from the corner.
Almost.
Nope, tipped. Well, Bruns almost came up with a rebound.
They're going. Both teams seem to be going in spurts here.
33-25, Monroe with the current spurt, and there's 2 more by Hilliard.
She is a solid player as well. Good with the ball. Can get to the hoop whenever she wants.
I've got her for 12 points already.
Yep, she's done an excellent job.
Little looping pass there by Warnock, stolen away.
Oh, travel.
Megan Benshovel, yes.
Sorry, I beat the officials on that one.
Yes, you did. You had the whistle, you would have blown it, huh?
I was calling it from up here.
And a timeout called.
It's been a really clean, well-played game. Fouls are 5-4.
Yeah,
So-
nobody's got more than a single foul on either side. It's
Yep. So,
very, very well played. 35-25, I don't like the score, but
there's a whole
whole-
18 minutes to go yet.
plus a minute 5 to go in this half.
That's
so
right.
This has been pretty good so far. I judge the total result, though, by which team has the lead at the
imagine you
end.
do.
But I don't let it ruin my evening. Yeah, it's fun to have 2 really good teams here.
That's why tournament time is so much fun. By the time you get in the regional final, the sectional
yeah.
final, the teams that are playing are so well coached and they play so well. Solid athletes.
Oh, Peyton Nelson bringing up for Monona Grove. Hand off to Warnock. Kellogg to Blank to inside to Curran. Missing that. No, that was Warnock inside, and she draws a foul.
Excellent work by her. She missed a shot, went right back up for the rebound.
Second foul on Tostrud. She's the first player to get 2. Blank to Nelson to Gordon in the corner. Warnock in the lane, dumps it back to Blank.
Swing it. There's your
There's
swing.
Curran. Nelson. Oh, and Nelson caught Kellogg cutting to the basket and threw it behind her.
You know, sometimes when you have these weather issues and you move a game up, all of that can make for a slow start sometimes.
Oh, sure. It throws your timing off in your preparation. And I've got a timeout here.
Yep.
An issue with the
wet
floor or something?
Yep, wet floor.
We had a problem in an earlier game this year where one of the plates in the floor from the volleyball standards was acting up and causing
Kept popping
issues. Yeah. They ended up putting athletic tape over it, which made it a little sticky when somebody'd run across there.
I think one of my first years of officiating, I tripped over the free throw line.
Over the free throw line?
Yeah, I think it jumped up at me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I survived.
Yeah, you got to learn to hop when you come to that one, right?
Exactly.
All right, we're back in play here.
After that, yes.
Grace Matheson looking for some help, goes up top to Hilliard. Guarded by Blank, she'll give it to Emily Benshovel. Just to her left, now back to Hilliard up top. We're down to 10 seconds. Monroe playing for the last shot, obviously. Hilliard into the lane. Leaner, nope, tipped, out of bounds. So with .8, I believe it's MG ball. I didn't see which direction he pointed. No, they're going to give it to Monroe.
I thought the 4 came up over the top and tipped that out. But we have a really good angle up here.
That's true.
Nice block. Good
Oh,
defense.
yeah, Shauna Curran with the block on Grace Matheson. And they go to the locker room. The Cheesemakers leading our Silver Eagles 35-25. Stay tuned for the exciting second half of Silver Eagle basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli alongside my good friend David Timmerman. Welcome back to the second half of Silver Eagle basketball. The Monroe Cheesemakers leading our Silver Eagles 35-25. Monroe's played a really nice first half, haven't they, David?
Yes, they have. And they've been hitting the 3. Like I said, they're going to have to continue to do that, I think, to hold back Monona Grove in the second half.
Yeah, Emily Benshovel, Hilliard, Tostrud, Megan Benshovel. You know, their bigs are playing a nice game, and they get the ball to start the second half. That's not fair.
That's the way the ball bounces.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I suppose. We got to get our girls fired up here and start hitting some shots. Benshovel off the front of the rim, and it's MG ball.
And look at who's hustling off the court to try and rebound that. Hilliard.
Yeah, she really works.
Both of the star players of these teams are really working hard and having a good night.
Darian Johnson swings it into the corner to Kellogg. Cross court back to Darian. She'll try to dump it into Warnock. Warnock gets the basket and the foul. Warnock with 12 points. I believe Hilliard has 12 also. Yes, she does. Ooh, second foul on Hilliard. Hilliard and Toster are the only players in the game with 2 fouls. Warnock a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. So far, 3 for 3 and 13 points altogether. Cuts into that. It's a 35-28.
And a little soft press here by Monona Grove.
When they really turn up their press, they can cause a lot of turnovers. It's fun to watch them do that.
Nice.
Pass inside, stolen by Blank. She'll bring it up. Looking in the lane and called for a double dribble.
I'm not sure. I didn't quite see what happened there. But always trust an official.
Sure, I'll try and do that. Emily Benshovel up to Hilliard at the top, into the lane, 12-footer, nice shot. Just a little pull-up jumper that dropped in just as nice as possible. Now Warnock's going to try and answer, spin move in the lane, dump it back to Gordon for 3.
A little bit long. Yep.
Oh, rebound, Benshovel. Hilliard's pass underneath, back to Hilliard, fake the 3, now she'll drive the lane, lays up the right-hander. That was a nice shot.
That was a very nice move.
She used her offhand, so there was no chance that Warnock was going to block it. 3 ball by Warnock.
Well, that's one way to catch up.
Yeah, second 3 of the game for Warnock. She leads the Silver Eagles with 51 of them. That's about 3 a game. She held the school record with 7 in a game for about a week a couple years ago, till one of her teammates had 8 in a game.
That's a good scoring night right there. Eight three-pointers in one night.
Emily Benshovel with that last basket. Warnock dumping it down inside to Bruns. Runs, off the hands of Blank, and it's Monroe ball.
So one thing I would like to see Monona Grove do is Hilliard is guarding McKenna. I'd like to see him keep posting her up.
Yeah, she's got 2 fouls already. Why not work that?
Keep working that. Try and get a couple more fouls on her real quick in this half.
Would that play be called hack-a-mack?
It could be.
Tostrad in and out. Rebound, Hilliard, the left-hander. She shoots equally well with either hand.
She does. That really opens up that scoring opportunities for her. But she has to work hard now guarding McKenna.
Yep. Little step back, give it to Johnson.
Oh, that was a tough pass.
Johnson has it tipped, recovers it. Ball picked up by Grace Matheson. Grace will bring it across and over and back. Oh, she had Hilliard trailing her and passed it to her just a beat too soon. So it's MG ball. Curran and Nelson in for Gorton and Bruns, or Kellogg and Bruns. Peyton Nelson, another Nelson. Silver Eagles have got a bunch of Nelsons that are all cousins and siblings, and we've had Nelsons here for years and years.
There may have been Nelsons here when I reffed even back in the day.
It's quite possible that their dads were playing then. Seriously. There's like 2 or 3 brothers that all their kids have played basketball here, and they're all good.
Really?
Caden Nelson is the leading scorer on the boys' team, and they got a sophomore named Lance on the team. Travel called on Warnock.
There's a lot of hands, a lot of forearms in there.
14:46 in the game. 43-31, Monroe leading. They'd love to win this one and get another game closer to the Silver Eagles in the standings. They look inside. Hilliard, turn around. Boy, she doesn't miss those.
No, and they're putting her in the middle. It's a really good timeout, a full timeout by Monona Grove.
I got Hilliard for 20 points.
Just above her average.
Yeah, she's got a nice shot, regardless of where she is on the floor.
Real soft touch in there.
Well, she doesn't hit any threes. She doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Only attempted 27 this year. But, boy, inside that range, she's money. So 45-31.
She's good on the rebounds too, so a strong box out on her is critical because she's gotten at least 3 putbacks.
So how do you stop a player like that and box her out? Or
you have to really box them out strong, and you can't really leave her ever. You always have to have somebody helping you.
Sure. All right, the first buzzer calls them out on the floor.
She hasn't sat out much of this game either.
No, she had a minute or 2 earlier.
So 42 from Monroe is back in the game. She's been awful close to some illegal screens in the first half, so I'll be watching to see if the refs pick up on that.
Chloe Bunker. Blank, nice move to get around her. Falling away, gets it off to Gorton between the circles. Looking inside
nice.
for
Good
Bruns.
seal. That's tough.
For Curran. Curran misses the shot. Rebound, Megan Benshovel.
Oh, now Warnock's guarding Hilliard. So that might be the approach to try and shut her down offensively.
She's certainly got the reach to cover a player that big. Benshovel backing in.
Nice.
Blocked by Curran. Curran has it stripped by Benshovel, who gets her 2 after all. Curran just didn't look comfortable dribbling that one up, did she?
Sometimes it's okay just to stand there. Wait for the guard to come get it.
Gorton for 3.
Nice
Boom.
shot. They needed that.
Yes, they did. 5 points for Gorton. It's a 47-34 Monroe lead.
I know coaches always say it, but when she got that pass, she was ready to shoot.
Yeah, she got it. She was squared up and just had to let it go. Gorton comes up with a steal now. Cross-court pass to Warnock. Pulls it in. She'll stop and take the three.
Yep.
That's off the front of the rim.
Good hustle.
They get the ball back, though. Nelson for three. She misses it. Rebound, Cheesemakers. Silver Eagles have to take advantage of those second shots. Three ball.
Yep.
Oh, good.
And I've heard a coach or two say you can always get that three. Try and get something inside first.
It's good advice, I suppose. Blank finds her way up the middle.
That's
Lost it out of bounds.
might have been a little bit of contact there. At this this level, the girls don't usually foul by themselves.
No, probably not. Warnock taking a breather now. And we saw that the other night against Oregon. One of the girls driving in for a layup and all of a sudden fell on her face and no foul was called. Most of them are generally coordinated to run without falling,
Yes.
I should say.
Yes.
Now they take it away from Bunker. This is Nelson with the
Nice
ball
outlet.
quickly ahead. And Christensen for two in the foul. Oh. JD with 4 points. Let me check something here. That is a career high for her. Foul on bench shovel. Nope, on four. I'm sorry. Megan bench shovel.
She was smooth on that. So smooth is fast. She got the shot, took the foul, and now has a chance for one more.
And she drops it in, making a 50-37 lead for the Cheesemakers. 5 points for JD Christensen. Save this video, JD. I like that when a girl has a career high. We get a timeout, I'll tell you a story of my favorite player making my favorite basket of all time. Grace Matheson for two. Matheson doesn't take many outside shots, but she's pretty strong inside.
Yeah, that defense had really gone over to help.
Lang to Curran, they're looking inside for Christensen again. JD looking to pass, gets rid of it to Curran for three.
Nice.
No, nothing but net.
I got to tell you, if I was left-handed, that'd be exactly how my shot would look.
I am left-handed. Mine doesn't look anything like that. Hilliard.
There.
Ben Shovel missing that one. No, that was Tostrud missing it. All right, Warnock back in for the Silver Eagles along with Lang. Oh, Johnson. All those headbands on the team, I can't tell one from another. They should have like numbers on their jerseys or something to give me an easy cue who's got the ball.
Exactly.
Warnock give it to Johnson on the right side. She's looking to drive. She'll stop. Swinging around. Curran to Warnock.
Now break it. Yep.
Wasn't a very solid pick there. Now Warnock will try and drive. And as it wrestled away by Hilliard, Hilliard one-on-one against Nelson. Gets the basket, no whistle.
I know it's going to hurt, but sometimes you want to try to get down there and take that charge.
Yeah, get your feet set.
Yep.
And
But it's going to hurt.
Hilliard's a big, strong player, a lot bigger than Peyton Nelson is. Swinging across the Curran, she'll try another three. Nope, not that time. Silver Eagles get the rebound, though, and J.D. Christensen going back up with it and draws a foul. Grace Matheson picking up her second foul. No fouls in the second half for MG. No, and 3 for the Cheesemakers now. JD, line drive.
Sort of a line drive there, yeah.
She's
I
got
tell you,
6
Hilliard's
points.
looking tired, and she's going out now, but she had the hands on the knees. She was tired.
And now they're going to.
Got to take advantage of this.
Yeah,
now.
the Silver Eagles had Warnock on the bench, and I thought they might rest Hilliard, but no, they put her down now that Hilliard's back, or that Warnock's back into the game. Christensen's second, knocks that down too. So for a girl who's never scored more than 2 points in a game, she's doing all right with 7 tonight.
Yes.
I like when somebody steps up.
Right, because they're really playing Warnock
Oh,
hard. So.
man, Emily Benshovel, her second 3 of the night. Warnock, 57-42, Cheesemakers lead. Curran, give it back to Johnson, up high. Give it to Curran on the left side. She'll dribble into the middle of things. Peyton Nelson for three. No. Tipped. Monroe seemed to be fighting themselves for that ball. The Silver Eagles just kind of waiting for it to stop.
Yeah.
Ben Shovel to Tostrud. Back to Ben Shovel. Tostrud, Ben Shovel. They're playing keep away from everybody else. There's a 3 attempt.
Oh, they are just on fire.
What's her number? Emma Town.
Sometimes you run into a team that just is hot.
Yeah,
It's
they're
their night.
knocking down their threes. And Warnock will step back. Now she'll drive into the lane, spin move, and call for the travel. Yeah, I got to agree with that one. 59-42. Bruns and Blank in. Nelson and Christensen will take a rest. 5:10 to play in this one. A 17-point Monroe lead. Town, you got to watch her. She's hit a couple of threes. Pass inside, brought in by Ben Shovel, and she makes it. She made that three-pointer a little while ago. Now she can make one in the paint as well. Warnock to Johnson.
Wide
inside.
open.
Curran. Nope. Rebound.
What would you say? There's about 6
Silver
of those
Eagles.
that just came off the rim hard.
Yeah, yep. They're just not dropping for them. They're colder than my windshield is right now. Town trying to loop it inside. Nice move there.
That was very nice. She got her up in the air.
Megan Ben Shovel.
Yep, she got her up in the air and then did the step through for an easy layup.
Blank to Bruns to Curran in the left corner.
She got her in there.
Now they go inside to Warnock, turn around.
Oh, that was a nice move by Warnock.
And a timeout called. Full timeout. I'm just going to tell you the story of my favorite basket. There was a player years ago. People who've watched our games before have heard me tell this story many times. Amy Johnson. She was the 14th player on the team.
Okay.
On a 15-player bench. She was on varsity 3 years, so she was good enough to play varsity, but not good enough to play in many of the games.
Mm-hmm.
But yet she was always there at the end of the bench, made every practice, worked hard. You know, only in extreme routes did she ever even see the court.
Right.
3 years she went without making a field goal.
Wow.
Her last game in her last season in a playoff game against Columbus. Remember when Columbus had such dominating girls teams?
Yes.
She gets in the game, and as the clock's ticking down, they swing the ball around. She's at the free throw line. They give her the ball. She shoots, and it goes in. And nobody in the gym was more excited than I was because I had been tracking her. She was a friend of my niece who was playing on MG at the time. And I said, you know, Andrea, when the game gets, you know, when it's decided, try to get the ball to Amy. Get her a basket. And she didn't get the ball didn't get a shot in until that last second. You know, a buzzer beater. It didn't matter. They got beat by 20 points, but it was just
sort of a Rudy moment.
It was, you know, for a girl who worked hard, went to practice every day. You know, she was an important member of the team, but, man, she's a pharmacist now. My son was friends with her. That's how I know.
Yeah.
I'm not a stalker.
No.
But, no, that was just – I was the happiest person in the gym that day.
You didn't break a microphone, did you?
No.
Okay.
All right, 7:50 to play. The Silver Eagles got a big hole to dig themselves out of 63-44. How did it get to be that 19 points all of a sudden? Blank gets in there and ties that one up, and the Silver Eagles get the possession arrow.
I'd really like to see him. Warnock's bringing the ball up, but to see her get her posted inside and work on Hilliard.
And Warnock recently moved into the top 10 of scoring of all-time Wisconsin girls.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Missed there by the Silver Eagles, and Cheesemakers down the floor in a hurry, and a foul called on Darian Johnson.
Nope, just out of bounds on
Oh,
that one.
okay. Yeah,
I agree with you that there should have been a foul called, but there wasn't.
15 points for McKenna tonight. She's 3 away from tying for 9th place all-time.
Who's number 1?
Megan Gustafson from South Shore. Remember, she was a post player that went to UW.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jolene Anderson from South Shore. She's number 2 in the state. Nice pass inside to number 4, Megan Benshovel. Yeah, those girls from South Shore can shoot the ball.
Yep.
But then there's that Shamara Williams. We were talking about her during halftime. She's the one from Milwaukee Academy of Science.
Okay.
Anna DeForge from Niagara.
Okay.
She was a good one. Chloe Wanink, I don't know. Angie Habley, but I remember her 'cause she played for Middleton. That's closer to my era.
Yep.
Arika Ugwale. Is she the one playing for Notre Dame now?
I think so.
And then Sonia Henning from Racine
Okay.
Horlick. Yeah, she was good. I remember her too. A lot of talented girls, and Warnock's in the same breath as the rest of them now. Off the hands of the Cheesemakers, it's going to be MG Ball under their own basket. Kellogg will inbound. 6:47 to play in a 21-point Monroe lead. They inbound to Blank or to Johnson. In the corners, Kellogg. Johnson to Bruns.
There's a lot of body, a lot of pushing going on in there. Travel.
Nope, they're waving
Nope.
it off.
Got to foul first.
Grace Matheson picking up her third foul.
Yeah, I think that was sort of looks like the game plan Monroe tonight. Be really physical with Warnock.
Well, after she scored her 2,000th point, they got a chance to interview McKenna, and she said one of the things she's got to do. Oh, nice fall away shot there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things she's got to do is get a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about it before, but yeah, she's not the biggest and strongest girl on the floor. She's the tallest often, but not as muscular as she'd like to be when she starts playing Big Ten basketball.
And I was just going to say.
And they come up with the steal there. Blank on the breakaway. Lays it up, gets the basket. And one.
Yeah, I was just going to say when I reffed college women's basketball, even at the Division III level, they're so much stronger than high school.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, at the D1 level, you have to be strong and be able to go through that foul and score the basket.
Payton missing the free throw.
That was an easy.
Bencho quiet in the first half. I've got her for 14 points now. Kellogg. She wasn't even looking when she flipped that one up, but she knew she was going to get fouled, so may as well throw it up in the air.
That's right. Got nothing to lose.
Fourth on 14. That's Emily Benchovel, isn't it? Nope, Grace Matheson.
Yeah. And the next foul is 1-1 for Monona Grove. Fouls are 6-1.
67-48. Yeah, they're pretty one-sided, so can't blame the officials. Jenny hits that one. Jenny with 6 points tonight. A little above her average. There's some token pressure by the Silver Eagles. 5.5 minutes left. They got to figure something out here quickly.
But see that what they're doing though is they're putting. Oh, sorry, I was going to say they're putting pressure on. They're always leaving somebody open under the basket.
Yep. Hilliard, nice way to pick that one up and scoop it over to Benchovel, who takes it in herself.
Wow, nice behind the back dribble.
And another timeout called. 5:11 to play. It's a 69-49 game. Boy, I didn't anticipate the Silver Eagles coming in here and
I'm really
trailing by 20.
I'm really hoping I'm not bad luck.
Yeah, we're never going to ask you back again the way this is going.
I blame it on the weather.
You know, unless all 17 people watching this game write in and say, yes, please bring him back. He made you sound smart, Steve.
Yeah, I doubt that. But I will take your vote, all 17 people. So.
Just hit the like button below and
but
leave
you
your
know,
comments.
when I used to ref these games, sometimes late in the season, which we're getting later in the season, this isn't necessarily a bad loss. You can really motivate the team after something, especially a 20-point difference here.
Well, that's true. This isn't going to hurt their seeding in the playoffs or
Correct.
anything.
Right.
You're right.
So sometimes it just adds a little motivation moving forward.
Yeah. Hopefully they're learning something here, how to handle this type of play.
Right.
Because Monroe is playing them really physical.
Yep.
And it's showing. I mean, even Warnock, she's had a nice game, but let's see. I've got her for 8, 14, 17 points is all.
Right. And Hilliard's really leaning on her. She's putting a lot of body into her, so that wears on you after a while.
I'm sure. Right now they got Tostrid backing her.
And if the officials let it happen, then she should keep doing it.
Oh, definitely. Nelson draws the foul.
Okay, that may have been a good early Christmas present, but we'll take it.
You didn't agree with that one, did you? I thought it was obviously a foul, of course.
Well, I'll take it.
Payton Nelson off the front of the rim on her first one.
In a game like this, every free throw is critical.
Johnson in for Kellogg. Exactly 5 minutes to play here. Time to get something going as it's 69-49. 69-50. This is how it starts. The inbound to Hilliard. Telstra will get it across to Ben Shovel into the corner. He's swinging around. This is the other Ben Shovel. This is the original Ben Shovel. I love it when there's a lot of girls with the same name on the floor. Almost thought that was going to be a travel there. Ooh, Johnson almost slapped that one away. We got a foul in the lane. You get Nelson? Yep. No, Johnson.
So she almost got that steal.
Yeah, she came really close to taking that one down by herself. The inbound to Tostrid. She'll bring it out. Oh,
Good
she
hustle.
just lost the handle, or Johnson was there to harass her.
Yeah. Monroe's going to be content just to sit here and run clock.
Oh, yeah, with 4:10 to play, they're in no hurry at all. A 19-point lead, they can take their time. Silver Eagles in a hurry, and the Cheesemakers lose it out of bounds. So MG will have it under their basket with 4:01 to play.
They had an open player, just not enough arch on that pass.
All right, Nelson inbounding under the MG hoop. See who they can get open here. Curran swings it to Johnson. Back to Nelson in the left corner.
Oh, jump ball. Going to Monroe.
They got anybody who can get this?
I'll go down.
Yeah, you were usually that guy.
Oh, Hilliard was going for it.
That was my one skill in basketball is I could have knocked that out when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah, I could jump, but that was about it.
I could touch the lowest rung on the net.
I could stand flat foot and jump up and grab the rim with both hands.
Really?
Yeah, but they don't give you any points for that. In
no,
fact, it's a technical.
Yeah, that's true.
Hanging on the rim.
I would have been, Steve, that was impressive, but yeah.
Do that again and you're done. Some nice defense there. Megan Benshovel guarded closely, almost lost it. Thought Payton Blank was going to take it away. Nice play there by Nelson to slap it out of bounds.
They're getting some turnovers now. We're going to need some threes going down to the stretch.
3.5 minutes left, and we're still down by 19. Threes make this possible, but boy, you've got to get really hot. Blank to Johnson to Warnock in the left corner. She'll dribble out. Long three. Nice.
Snuck it right in there.
That one just kind of curled into the net. That's her third three of the game. Most on either team, but
so got some man-to-man pressure here.
Putting this pressure on Johnson's going to get called for a foul on the left baseline. 69-53. We got a ways to go here yet with just under 3 minutes.
And only the second team foul, so got a ways before they get in the bonus too.
Ben Shovel up high to Ben Shovel. They look inside. Oh, nice pass out.
Remember I said they're going to have to continue hitting those threes?
You didn't mean the team in red?
Well, I was hoping not.
Warnock seems to pick up 2 or 3 defenders every time she touches the ball. Johnson in the lane looking for Curran.
Tough
has
pass.
it slapped away, yep. Tostred took that one away from her, and now it's Monroe ball again. Down in the left corner, this is Megan Ben Shovel. Hilliard's had a really good game. She's been quiet in the second half with Warnock on her so much, but she was the main force in the first half, and the Cheesemakers throw it away. They keep turning over the ball. They're giving us plenty of
They are. They're giving
chances
opportunities.
Here. I mean, they're literally giving us a shot.
Right. Remember I said for Monona Grove this could be a learning. Well, this is the same for Monroe. You got to learn to protect the ball at this stage in the game with this kind of lead.
Against a team this talented.
That's right.
Warnock.
There's a lot of body on that.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of body.
Nothing called there. Hilliard with the little rebound. She didn't even raise up on her toes to get it.
The ref is over there holding his hands straight up, but you can hold your hands straight up and use the body to push people.
Now we got a foul on the Silver Eagles against Blank. So we went from what, one team foul to four pretty fast there, and a timeout called. All right, let's look ahead a little bit, not because I'm considering this one over, but just to see what's next for the Silver Eagles. They travel to Milton on Friday night, and then they'll be back here Saturday, February 9th against Watertown, and that'll be on YouTube. Monroe, let's see. They play against Edgewood at Monroe. They should win that one easily. Edgewood has really had a down year this year, and then they play Marshall up in the Dells. I've never gone to that Just a Game field house.
Oh, that's nice up there.
Is that?
Yeah.
They do a lot of tournaments.
Yep, they do. Now they do the WIAC tournaments as well up there. So.
Sure.
And they always pull in schools from Minnesota, from Iowa, to have just a large high school tournament.
Well, after they play Marshall, they end their season with Fort Atkinson and Milton, who've got a total of 3 or 4 wins between the two of them.
Right.
So a little bit of a breather heading into the playoffs. The Silver Eagles have it a little tougher. All right. What do we got here?
And you're going to see both of these, Hilliard and Warnock up at the Just a Game Fieldhouse this summer during the All-Star game.
Oh, sure.
So they put on a really nice show for that.
I should go for that. That'd be fun. Megan Bencho getting the pass off there. The Silver Eagles putting some pressure on, but they're not ready to start fouling yet. Rebound, Warnock. Boy, she's fast, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Into the lane. Lost the handle. Now she gets knocked down. And we'll get a 1-and-1 coming up.
Yep. You know, the Monroe fans don't like that call, but that was a good call. They've been doing that all night to her.
Here's the first one. I've got her for 21 points. I was telling you before the game, she's got one career game with less than 10 points. It's just amazing.
That is incredible.
You know, she's played, well, roughly 80 games for Monona Grove over these years, and she's got one of them where they held her to 9.
Right.
That's another foul on Blank.
So this time of the game, as an official, I'm really hoping nobody gets hurt. You just want the game to sort of finish out.
Yeah, I agree with you. That last minute, things aren't going to change dramatically enough for MG to catch up.
Right.
Down by 17. They can just take their time on every possession now. There aren't going to be that many left. Now Curran will get called for this one. Curran's had a nice game, 8 points, a couple of threes, gotten some good rebounds. Now both teams are in the bonus. Tostred inbounding to Hilliard.
What a matchup I got to watch tonight. I really appreciate that.
Well, when we talked about you coming and doing this with me, I wanted to look for a game that would be fun. And I was hoping for a closer game, but I knew this was a couple of really good players.
Right. And they stand out.
Oh, definitely.
On both teams. And if you look at them now, they're both exhausted.
Yeah, well, they've played, roughly 35 minutes of a 36-minute game. Now we're going to let it run down, and that's going to do it. Monroe will beat the Silver Eagles 72-55. Hilliard's everything they want her to be.
Yeah, she was tonight. She showed up.
Well, Silver Eagles led in scoring by McKenna Warnock as always. And Hilliard this season has a streak of being the leading scorer every game.
Okay.
But there was a lot of the supporting players, the bench shovel girls. Tostred had a good game. Emma Towns came off the bench and hit a couple threes. Monroe's just got a strong team on both ends of the court, I'd say.
Right, and Monona Grove ran into a buzzsaw. Monroe was just incredible from the three-point line tonight.
Yeah, I give him a lot of credit. Coach Sam Matheson had his team prepared, and Monona came out a little flat.
Yep.
Well, David, thank you so much for doing this game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I really appreciate you asking me to do it. It was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to look for other opportunities to do this if you don't mind the long drive home.
No, I don't mind. I just hope I'm not a bad luck charm. So.
Nah, not at all. I've been to plenty of games and seen them lose, whether you were here or not. Well, like I said, the Silver Eagles are on the road against Milton Friday night, and then Saturday they're back here against the Watertown Goslings. And, yes, I do make a lot of fun of the name Goslings. Doesn't sound very
My
ferocious.
brother-in-law teaches at the high school in Watertown.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll rip on them some.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening and watching. I'm Steve Martinelli alongside David Timmerman, the old referee. We'll try to get him back here for a few more games and give his distorted view of how basketball should be. This has been a Monona Grove Community Media production. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.